Hello everyone, today we are going to do lontong with its gravy, and sometimes this is called Masak Lodeh. Okay, I'm going to do a bigger batch than normal for just my family because the same thing, when it's cooled down I'll keep half of it in the fridge, and tomorrow this will be my veggie dish and I'll just make sambal fish to go with it. Okay, I love this dish because there's lots of vegetables. Rarely you find Malay food with this many vegetables going in, and it's still very tasty though it's just veg. Okay, now I'll show you all the ingredients. Hari ini kita akan masak kuah lontong dengan semua topping dia lah. Okay, dan Aunty buat lebih daripada biasa sebab bila dah sejuk sikit, separuh saya akan simpan dalam peti ais sebab ini juga macam masak lodeh lah. Kita boleh gunakannya sebagai sayur-sayuran dengan nasi juga. So separuh saya simpan untuk hari esok dan saya akan padankan dia dengan sambal ikan bawal. Inilah bahan-bahan dia lah. Minyak untuk menggoreng, kunyit sedikit jika perlu, air, garam kasar, dan di sini saya ada sambal ikan bilis. Kalau nak resepi sambal ikan bilis, cuba pergi ke resepi nasi lemak saya. Dalam tu ada sambal ikan bilis. Aunty selalu buat 2 porsi. Kalau buat, terus buat 2. So hari tu masak lagi nasi lemak. So saya simpan separuh sambal untuk benda-benda lain lah, macam ini ke, untuk sandwich ke. Okay, so kita perlukan sambal ikan bilis ataupun kalau ada kuah kacang pun boleh. Dan ada nasi impit dalam plastik punya. Aunty ambil 2 yang besar sikit, plastik yang besar-besar sikit. Lepas tu sini ada tempe sebesar 4 jari yang macam bantal tu. Saya potong macam ni lah, potong macam mana yang kamu suka. Lepas tu ada 2 sudu besar udang kering yang direndam dalam air. Lepas tu ada 2 taufu dipotong dekat-dekat sama dengan tempe. Dan di sini ada 2 kunyit, 14 bawang kecil yang betul-betul kecil. So saya ambil 14, dan 5 bawang putih dan sedikit lengkuas. Kalau nak pakai bawang merah pun boleh, yang besar pakai 2. Dan di sini tahu 2, sedikit kobis dipotong. Saya potong macam tempe dengan tahu jugalah, tapi besar sikit. Sini ada sengkuang, kacang panjang 5 tangkai dan sedikit carrot. Sebenarnya Aunty tak ada carrot lagi dekat rumah, ada sikit saja. Kalau kamu buat nanti pakai lebih lah daripada Aunty pakai ni sebab memang tak ada dekat rumah. Sini ada fucuk yang saya rendam dan juga sedikit sohoon yang direndam. Lepas tu ada udang hidup yang dikopek kulitnya, tapi kalau tak ada tak apa. Ramai yang buat tanpa udang hidup, pakai udang kering saja, tapi Aunty pakailah. Sini ada 3, ini kecil-kecil serai ni. Kalau ada yang besar, 1 ke 2 dah cukup. Ini 1 asam gelugor. Okey, 1 aja. Dan cili merah dan cili hijau, itu sekali lah. Dan yang perlu kita kisar adalah semua-semua ni lah. Kunyit ni semua kita kisar ya, dengan udang kering sekali. Tahu dengan ni kita goreng. Okay, what we will need is oil for deep frying the tempeh and taufu. A bit of kunyit powder, should we need it, I will use it. I have water, coarse, and 4 boiled eggs. And this is ikan bilis sambal. Whenever I make nasi lemak at home, I make double the amount of sambal and I put it in the freezer. This I have taken out just now from the freezer. Okay, we'll just put a dollop of this on top of our lontong at the end. If you don't want to use sambal ikan bilis or anything like that, you can always use kuah kacang, the one that you put for satay and all that. You can use that too. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these things because they are all done. I just have to cut them up. And here we have 2 rice lontong. Please don't buy the wrong ones. So when you buy the ketupat, make sure it is made with rice, because sometimes you can accidentally buy the glutinous rice ones like lemang and ketupat palas. Don't make that mistake. If you're making for lontong, you need the plain rice ones. Okay, take about 2 packets. Sometimes the packets are very small, then you might need more packets, but for my family 2 is enough. 2 big ones like that is more than enough. Sometimes the packets are small, then maybe you can take, instead of 2, 6 packets for a family of 4. And this is the fermented soybean tempeh. I took one that looks like a little bolster and I cut it up like this, and the same way 2 tofu cut the same way. These 2 will be fried first. And I've taken also dried prawns, 2 heaped spoons soaking here. Then I also got a little bit of lengkuas, okay, this much, to be blended with 14 shallots or 2 big onions. and about 5 garlic, 2 fresh turmeric like this, and the remainder of the sliced red chili and green chili from here. Okay, all these will be blended, and then including the prawn, dried prawns that's soaking. Okay, the other things we will need is fucuk that's been soaking for about an hour here. I cut it into 1-inch strips, and a little bit of sohoon that's also soaking and have been cut to about 2-inch strips. I've got a bit of fresh prawns here. You can do without this. In fact, many people don't put even the fresh prawns. They only rely on the dry prawns. I have this much of cabbage here, which is one of the main ingredients. 1 box of coconut milk, sugar. I've got 3 small serai. If your serai is the normal big size, 2 will do. And there's a little bit of sliced red chili, green chili. And this is the sengkuang or bangkwang cut into thick strips. And this is about 5 long beans cut into strips like that, and a bit of carrot. I actually should be using more carrot, but I don't have anymore. I only got about this much just now. I actually need 2 times that amount, but this is all I have. And 1 Assam gelugor, and sugar. Salt is here. Now I'll start frying the ingredients. Forgive me if you hear in the background some cats fighting. Tahu akan dikeluarkan sekarang. I'm removing the fried taufu and draining it on paper towel. Next goes in the fermented soybean cake. Lepas ni saya masukkan tempe ya, dan goreng. Goreng sampai golden brown. Kita keluarkan ya. Okay, sekarang kita blend bahan-bahan kisar. Jangan bubur api besar ya, sebab kita tak nak dia hangus sana sini sikit pun. Macam hitam sana, hitam sini tak mau. So please cook this blended ingredients in low flame, because we do not want even a tiny portion of this to get burnt or browned too much. It won't look pretty in the end when you want to serve it. In fact, many don't even don't do this frying. They just put it in water and cook it, but I like it this way. If you don't want to do this part, the dried prawn, after soaking, drain off and dry roast it a bit to bring out the essence of the dried prawn, and then put it in water and cook as normal as I would do after this. But I am not doing that version. I'm doing this frying version. I put a bit of oil and I didn't do the dry roasting part. Okay, Aunty pakai minyak sebab udang kering tadi Aunty rendam dan tumis terus kan dalam minyak. Tapi kalau tak mau pakai minyak, udang kering yang direndam tu kita sangrai tanpa minyak kan, untuk membangkitkan bau dia. Lepas tu taruh dalam air. Semua yang blend ni terus taruh dalam air, tak perlu minyak ya. Tapi Aunty tak buat cara tu. Aunty buat cara ni lah. Tapi cara ni ada bahayanya bila tumis sikit-sikit sudah. Jangan kasih dia hitam sikit-sikit pun sana sini. Aunty masak banyak lebih daripada untuk 4 orang. Sebab nak simpan separuh. I'm cooking more than for 4 persons because I'm going to use this tomorrow for rice. This will be a veggie dish, a lemak veggie dish, which I can pair well with some sort of fried fish. At this point, I'm adding water. Do not add too much of water, just about what you would want. When you eat it with the ketupat, you're not supposed to have it like a soup. More like a gravy texture. What you need is like a gravy-like texture. So I'm actually adding in a bit more because I'm cooking double the amount and I want it for rice tomorrow. Okay, sekarang kita masukkan serai ni. Saya pakai 3 sebab dia kecil-kecil. So saya pakai 3 dan 1 camca garam, 1 camca teh garam kasar ya. Lepas tu saya akan masukkan bukan sohoon, tapi fucuk dulu sebab ini fucuk yang tebal kan, dia ambil masa untuk masak. So saya pakai ni dulu. I'm putting in the serai and the fucuk because this is the thick fucuk. It will take time to cook. Some people even use potatoes in this. I like this because there's a nice amount of vegetables in this dish and it's tasty. It's been boiling for some time, okay? The sengkuang has to cook. Can you see it's, and I hold it, it's no more stiff. Okay, this is good enough. I'm increasing the flame. And at this point, I will add in the coconut milk. Once the coconut milk goes in, you have to keep stirring it all the time. You can't afford to leave this place and go off anywhere. You see how beautiful the color is? Don't worry if you think it's not chili hot enough, because it always goes with something like sambal or kuah kacang, and that will increase the heat. It's not meant to be that hot either. And goes in the sugar. 1 soup spoonful of sugar, and I will also add in another teaspoon of salt. Just now I put in 1, now I'll add another 1. Saya masukkan gula, 1 sudu sup gula, dan satu lagi sudu kecil garam kasar. Ya. Saya juga masukkan ke semua kubis. 1 kotak santan dah masuk ya. Kalau perlu saya tambah lagi kemudian. Kita rasa-rasa dulu macam mana semua. Dan kacang panjang pun masuk sekarang. Dan juga asam gelugor. Tempe dengan taufu kemudian ya. Put in all the cabbages that have been cut up and the long beans. In a little while I'll put in the taufu, and also I put in 1 piece of that Assam gelugor, also known as Assam keping. Keep stirring. Don't let it overcook, but it must cook. The water from the cabbage should come out, but do not make it too soggy. At this stage, I would add in the sohoon. Saya sudah masak kubis tadi, dia dah macam lembut sikit. Sekarang baru saya masukkan sohoon. Saya pakai sikit saja sohoon. Okay, sekarang saya masukkan udang ya, tapi pakai api kecil. Ini optional. Kalau mau pakai, tak mau boleh ditinggalkan ya. I put in the prawns. This is not compulsory ya, it's optional. And then I would also add in the taufu and the tempeh. At this moment I would add in all that, and the red and green chilli. As soon as it boils and everything is cooked, I will off the flame and serve it. Okay, I have already cut up the ketupat, and I'm going to dish the kuah into the ketupat. Saya sudah potong-potong ketupat, dan sekarang saya akan masukkan kuahnya ya. Banyak mana yang maulah. Okay, this is Masak Lodeh or Lontong with its kuah and the topping. Do try it at home. This is the ikan bilis sambal. Okay, all the ingredients will be given under the description box below the video. Do try it at home and give me the thumbs up. New people watching this video, please do subscribe and share the videos among friends. Thank you very much. Bye bye.